Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully we've got sound this time, so if you can just give me a little thumbs up or let me know that you can hear me this week. Last week we seem to have had technical issues. So I'll just wait for some people to jump on, but it's lovely to have you all here. Hello, Christine, Tanya. Thank you for joining me. Just let me know where you are watching from, anywhere in the world. And if you are on the Spiritual Events Directory, hello. Nice to have you on here. If you're on my pinup page, the Psychic Pinup, thank you for joining me as well. I broadcast from a third-party platform, and it goes out to a number of platforms at the same time. Also on YouTube, if my YouTubers, thank you for joining me. If you haven't already liked the Psychic Pinup, please go on over and do that. I do encourage you to pop over to the Psychic Pinup page. I seem to get a lot more comments coming from there. So if you feel like I'm not seeing you, I'd encourage you to go over to my main page, which is the Psychic Pinup. And it's all the same stuff. It's just all being broadcasted to many different platforms at the same time. So I'm assuming, okay, you can all hear me. Thank you. Last week there was a bit of a hiccup there and we had to get rid of the microphone. Hello, Cheryl and Tanya. You're watching from the Blue Mountains. Is it cold up there? Because I'm in Wollongong. So those who don't know me, I am in Wollongong. I'm a South Coast girl, an hour's south of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, wherever you are in the world. It's actually freezing here. It's like winter. And it's really strange seeing that we are only 1 month out from Christmas. And yesterday it felt like winter as well. Miranda is watching on YouTube. Thank you, from Phillip Island. Thank you for watching me. And who else have we got here? Who's from New Zealand? Christine. Have I spoken to you before, Christine? Because I'm getting a lot of people from New Zealand lately, and I did do readings for people last Tuesday evening on my main page from New Zealand. Anyway, I will be in New Zealand next year. Christchurch, I will be doing one of those festivals in April. I think it's the beginning of April, 1st of April. I think I'm there. Miranda, yes, it's good afternoon. Well, it depends on where you are. I mean, if you're in Queensland, you would have just gone afternoon. And I've had to remember that with a lot of my Zoom readings, because I do Zoom readings all around the world, and I've realised lately that I've got to actually put in what time I will be doing the Zoom reading Sydney time, particularly with my Queensland people, because they are a 1 hour behind us. So Christine, you're new here. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And whereabouts, what island are you, North or South Island? Lovely. So while we're doing that, we're just waiting for some others to pop on. And because there are some newbies on here, I will ask if you can just like and share my my live feed. That would be appreciated. And just let me know that you have popped that in the comment section, right, liked and shared, along with your comment or question. I am going to be doing readings today, but I also like to make this show a little bit more interactive. So I like everybody to get something out of this. I know everybody's on here for readings, but there's a lot of people that they don't get the readings, and I just like everybody to get something out of this. And so I am open to a lot of spiritual discussions, i.e. Psychic development, mediumship development as well. So if you want to ask me anything along those lines, please feel free to do that. I am an open book with my knowledge and my experiences as well. Thank you, Christine, for sharing. I just need to find me on my phone, so just bear with me. Got it, thank you. Just so I have my phone here, just so I can read comments at the same time that's going on down the bottom, so I'm not being rude. Now, those who don't know me, my name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup. I am a medium and I am a psychic, or psychic medium psychic, whichever you'd like to go. Basically, a psychic is somebody who will tap into your energy and sees what's going on around you, past, present, and potential future. Now, what I mean by potential future is we have many different variations, and we have timelines that are constantly changing. And I always say to people that we have free will, and when I do a lot of my readings, it's where I currently see you at on your timeline, and your timeline can change simply by making different decisions. But when I do readings, it's where I currently see you at on your timeline at the time of the reading. That's why I say potential future. And a medium is somebody who will connect in with past loved ones and bring messages through. Now, unfortunately, with a lot of these live feeds, because we have such a lag that's going on, I tend to steer clear from a lot of the mediumship readings when I do these live feeds, purely because of the lag. When I do mediumship readings, I like to bring evidence to the table, and I need validation before I move on with the next bit or bring the messages through. And it just, from the time I'm speaking now, it could be anywhere up to 30 seconds before you're seeing it on your end, and then I've got to wait for you to come back with answers. So unless I've got spirit here, smack bang, trying to get a message through, I tend to put that to one side during these live feeds, but I do them privately. And when we do them, they're just taking the comment. Sorry, this is what they do to me. You'll get used to the way I roll. So anyway, when I do psychic readings, also I do not answer legal or health questions on here, purely because I am quite mindful of the information that I do give out when I do live feeds. Some of my readings can be more of a generic nature, or I can go into cryptic mode when I am reading, purely because I'm quite, sometimes I could have sensitive information coming through, and I'm quite mindful of the information that I do give out on a public forum, as anybody could be watching this. And I'm sure you all understand. I'm sure you're very appreciative of this as well, if I'm reading for you and I do have a little bit of sensitive information that comes through. But saying that, I am available for private readings, and you will see across the bottom of the screen there my online booking. There is also a link there in the comments section there, which I believe you should just be able to click. That will take you straight through to my online booking, which is the psychicpinup.setmore.com. That will take you through to my online booking and my availability. So it will show my first available appointment, and you can book yourself in from there. So I do face-to-face here at Port Kembla, which is Wollongong. And also, if you are not able to get to me here, I do Zoom readings. So that's I do throughout the world. And I do my travel interstate and country regions, but we are coming to the end of the year. I do not have anything on the agenda now between now and New Year, apart from Goulburn. If you are in Goulburn, I have 2 spots left for Goulburn when I will be there on Friday, the 2nd of February. God, I'm ahead of my time. Friday, the 2nd of December. Okay, now saying that, let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay, now I do ask if you can like and share. Let me know that you have done that. Hello, Paula. Thank you. You're new to my lives. Thank you for joining me. If you are on spiritual events, I do encourage you to go on over to my main page, which is the Psychic Pinup. It just means I've got more of a chance of seeing your comments. I only also see like a half a dozen comments at a time, and sometimes I can miss things as well. I am drawn to who I am meant to be reading, so please don't get offended if I don't read you. I try to get to as many as I can. I also ask that you are specific with questions as well. Please don't ask me for generals. I tend to steer clear of those, only because I know what I come out with is not what you're wanting to hear. Let's have a look. Where are we? So what's this, Liz? You're saying Leanne, happy to leave validation. I don't understand what your question is, honey. I can't see that. I'm sorry. If that's about mediumship, I tend to steer clear on these live feeds unless it's smack bang right here, because it takes a while for validations to go back and forth. Okay. Hi, Jay. Hi, Liz. Christine. Okay. Thank you very much, Lee, for all of that. Okay. I mean, if you'd like to leave feedback, I'm more than happy to do that. But I'm quite comfortable with what Spirit gives me. But I always welcome feedback as well. So thank you for that. Now, where are we? I was attracted to you, Liz. Where are you? Okay. You're in Shell Harbour, so you are quite local to me, aren't you, sweetheart? Can I have a relationship reading? Now, are you married yet, honey? Because I see that there's a celebration that's coming up around you, and now I do see. I do see that there is a picture there with a child, but I wanted to talk about children with you as well. Now, I feel like I need to go down the road here with another child, or possibly talk of another child that's coming into the family here. It may not necessarily be you. Sometimes when I do my readings, I'm picking up the energy of all the other people that are quite close to you as well. But I do see that there is going to be a celebration coming for you. So if you are not in a committed relationship, or if you are waiting for that to come up around you, I feel like I need to be exploring that. So what is saying? This is why we always get these lags with the time feedback as well. You live in Sydney, but your family's still there. There's a celebration that's coming up around your family, lovely. Okay, but I'm also going to say there's another child here. I do have to go down the road here, that there is going to be another child that is coming into the family as well. And I always stay true to everything that Spirit's telling me. And a lot of the times people, they'll say to me, no, not happening, no, don't want to. But I'm here to say that, yeah, I am seeing that there's another child coming here as well. So I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Hi, Jazz. Thank you for joining me. Hi, Rhonda. Okay. Okay, Tanya. Liked and shared. Thank you, sweetheart. Where should I be going to meet more positive people in my life? Okay. Sounds like you have not found your tribe yet, sweetheart. And I'm going to say they're talking about awakenings. So am I correct that, okay, and they're showing me particularly during COVID time as well, because I feel like you've had a few epiphanies and light bulb moments during that time, and it's left a few question marks around you where you do, I feel like you are seeing things in a bit of a different light. And I just feel like there's a lot of people that are not gelling with you. And it's time for you to find your tribe. Now, I do see an awakening around you with this. So I feel like your tribe is going to be around more spiritual-based people. Otherwise, I mean, you probably wouldn't be here today if you weren't thinking along those lines, to be honest with you. But they're showing me, I'm saying February, March next year, there's going to be changes with you in terms of positivity. Now, being positive also means that it's a mindset as well. So if you're allowing these negative people to affect your moods, I would just be mindful of that, because sometimes you can play into that. And I just feel like they're talking about meditation with you and bringing you back to the present, and enhancing your vibration, and increasing that vibration, because I feel like once that vibration raises a little bit, that's when you will be attracting more positive people into your life. So I'm going to go back to the mindset here, honey, and a lot of that will come down to being present and being a lot of meditation as well. But I do see that there'll be changes with you around February, March for you. So I hope that helps you. All right, who else have we got here? So you are saying yes. What's the yes for? See, okay, again, if people are not aware of how I read, I tend to read stuff and then I forget what half the stuff that comes out of my mouth. So I can't even really remember what the yes is in relation to. But anyway, thank you. Okay. You're welcome, lovely. You are welcome. Okay. Jazz, hello. Will I traditionally publish this series I'm working on? They're showing me a self-published book. Right? I'm being shown self-published, but it's one book. One book. So whether you've done that or you need to be doing that, I'm being shown at the moment, if that's the road that you're quite adamant about going down, I'm going to say no. I'm being shown to think outside the box here. And that's what I'm saying. I'm being shown one book that's self-published. And if you have not done that, I feel like you need to be looking down that road first. From there, I feel like there will be publishing, or there's an offer there. Okay, so just let me know if you have done that. But as I stay true to everything that they show me. Okay, so I hope that helps you, honey. Vanita, my darling, how are you from Chicago? See, you got me during my daytime. So what's the time over there? What is the time for you? Okay, you want a message. Okay, lovely. Are you going for another job, or are you thinking about changing jobs? Because I feel like I need to be talking about that. And I feel like it's something that's going to come unexpected for you. And just be aware. And I know I have spoken to you about expect the unexpected before, but I feel like I need to be saying this with you again. You're not a conventional person. And that's a good thing, because I'm like that. I know I'm not conventional. And I always say expect the unexpected with me. And I feel like you're very much like that as well. But I do see that there is an offer. There's something here. It's either promotion, offer, or something of that nature that's coming in. Now, they're also talking to me about remembering good times and childhood times, and to go back and look at things through the eyes of a child, because I feel like sometimes you can get a little bit caught up in day-to-day things and being responsible. They're using the word being responsible. And I know us as adults, we need to be responsible, but I feel like in your case, it's all work and no play for Vanita. And I feel like you need to take a step back here a little bit and see things through the eyes of a child. And when I talk about seeing things through the eyes of a child, it's talking about creativity. And a lot of us lose that creativity until we go back within ourselves. And if you watch how a child is and how they draw and how they just start creating, and this is what I feel like has to happen with you. So if you're going down that path of creativity and there's blocks there, I'm going to ask you to bring it back and see the simplicity of things. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I hope that helps you. All right, so hello, Julie. Julie is my moderator for my Tuesday night live feed. So thank you, Julie. She's literally two doors up in the cafe, and I'll have a coffee when I finish. Thank you, Julie. Thank you very much. Cappuccino. Thank you. So you are saying, oh, definitely entrepreneur. Thank you. Yes, creation, enjoy. Thank you. We'll meet one day. Okay, Irene, hello. Thank you for joining me, honey. Will I move? Will I move? Will you do see a move for me next year? Right, thank you very much, Lee. What's happening in February, sweetheart? Okay, I'm getting number 2 for you. So, again, those who know me, I get a lot of numbers and they seem to be time frames. I don't feel like the move will be in February. I feel like there will be planning, put it that way, in February. So there's either an offer or you've got an idea of where you're going around about February, or it could even be 2 months. And then I'd see the planning stages around about that time. So at the moment, yes, I will say, yes, I do see that there is a move or something of that nature around then. I feel like movement will start happening around about either in 2 months or around about February. Okay. Just bear with me. I need my drink. Okay, Paula. Hello, Paula. So you're currently, am I correct? We do have a relationship, because I'm picking up that there is a relationship here. And okay, right. Who is more into who? Because I feel like there is, I hate using that word. I feel like somebody's more into the other person than the other person, if you get my drift here. I do see there's a lot of love that's going on. I want to say, use the word loved up. And that's why I just feel like I need to, it's either you, I feel like you need to just be a little bit mindful of that. Not that I'm saying that anything's going to happen, but I just feel like sometimes when you love, you really love hard, if that makes sense. And I just feel like you lose point the bigger picture of other things that's going on. So I am going to say, yep. If you are, yeah, I feel good. I just feel really good. That's the thing. But I needed to bring your attention to that. And I'm being shown that there is celebrations that's going on around here, but I don't feel like it's with you. I feel like it's a celebration that you're being invited to, that you are taking this person to. And I just see that around that time is when things advance a little bit more, if that makes sense. I just see a lot of good things, lovely. So if you are still on, Paula, if you can let me know, because everything's a lag for me, but that's where I'm sitting at with you. But just be mindful that you live in the present and don't get too loved up. Not that anything's going to happen, but I just see other things being neglected, if that makes sense. Okay, and I'll leave that there for you. Okay, who else have we got? Okay, Jazz, you are welcome. I hope that makes sense for you, lovely. So even if you've not published a book, self-published, maybe the first book needs to be self-published in that series in order to get track records, because I keep hearing the word sales in terms of track records for sales. They're showing me a springboard. So there's like a springboard that needs to happen here. So you're podcasting. Would love to invite you. What's the podcast about? Let me know. Is it to do with this stuff? I'd love to be on your podcast. Okay. You're welcome, Irene. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of comments. Sorry. Look, if you've just joined me and you are new to my live feeds, I do ask that you like and share the live feed for me. Pop it in the comments section there, liked and shared, along with your comment or question. I am doing readings today. I do ask that you are specific with the questions with me. And also, I am steering clear from mediumship only because there's such a lag with these live feeds. And also, I do not answer medical or legal questions on these live feeds only because we are in a public forum and I am quite mindful of information that I do give out. Now, where are we? Paula. Okay. Yes, you are spot on. Yes, I'm in a relationship. Just so long as you understand that, that's all that matters, lovely. So, Vanita, you are sharing healing journeys. Do I have a journey and story to tell you about my journey? Inspiring and elevating others on their journey. And look, that's one of the reasons why I also do these live feeds as well, because we all have stories to tell. Every single one of us, we all have healing to do. Even my job as a psychic, I am a healer. I heal with words. And the thing is, I'm also human and I have healing to do. And it's an ongoing thing that we have for our entire life. We have many, many, many awakenings during our lifetime as well. So kudos to you, Vanita. And yes, I would love to be on your podcast. Have you done anything yet with those podcasts? Because I was going to say, feel free to pop the, all the information up. Okay, Leanne, hello, you're a first-time viewer. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so Christine, thank you for sharing relationship reading, please. Okay, lovely. This is where I have to ask you, are we in a relationship? Because at the moment where I feel like you're at a crossroad. Okay, so the crossroad I'm feeling into, they're showing me you're quite an independent person, and I'm just being showing you being quite resourceful for yourself, and I would like to say financially stable, and you've been quite independent. Okay, and I see a crossroad that's happening here. Now, I just feel like there's a lot of something. Okay, what are they? What are you showing me? I feel like things aren't happening as quickly as what you want them to, or it's something. I feel like there's this stagnation around you, but they're showing me that I feel like April next year with you is quite significant. I'm also being shown that if you are in a relationship, there's something around April next year that I feel like is going to be something to do with stability around that relationship or going the next level. Or there is, if you're not in a relationship, they're showing me that there is somebody around about that time that's going to be coming in, if that makes sense. But either way, I'm being shown you as being quite an independent person, and don't lose bigger picture of that either when it comes to relationships. Okay, now somebody's just booked in with me there, so thank you, whoever that is. I'm assuming that you are on here watching. I will get to you later on this afternoon in terms of confirming that. So Christine, I hope that helps you. If you can just get back to me with that. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about, and you understand sometimes I go into a little bit of cryptic mode when I do my readings as well. Okay, where are we? Okay, so I published my first one myself. Kudos to you, lovely. That was a single one, but I was just wanting to do traditional for the series to make it the best it can be. Is that to do with the same series? Because I still feel like there's a connection with that. Okay, and they're just talking to me about the sales, it's coming down to numbers with that. Yes, Miranda. Yeah, we all have a story to tell. Where are we? Jennifer, liked and shared, first time here. Welcome, lovely. Will I buy a new house next year, please? Will I buy a new house? You have a little bit of anxiety too, don't you, lovely? Because I don't know whether it's because I've just called you out or whether you are like this normally. I just feel that. Yeah, they're just showing me. Sorry, I'm just going to go a little bit off track with you, and I will get to the point here, but they're wanting to bring up the anxiety and how you overthink things a little bit too much. Your mind goes 100 miles an hour, and that needs to come back. Let's rewind a little bit, sweetheart. I'm being shown here. Um, they're showing me you planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds. There's a lot of planning that goes into you, what you do. And that's probably all that overthinking, because I see you sitting up over night time, or you get to sleep, you wake up, and I've got this insomnia thing going, and then shoulda, coulda, wouldas that's going through your head at the same time, and how you can better things. And it's all over the place. See how that's how I'm talking. That's how I feel like your mind's going. And the short answer is, yeah, I do see you purchasing a place, but I feel like it's not going to be as quickly as what you're hoping. I do see that there is money being saved. I do see that there is going to be an offer. But I want to say it's a bit of a slow burn. So I don't feel like it's in the first half of next year. If it's going to be next year, it'll be in the second half of next year. So from July onwards, for some reason, I'm favouring October next year for you. Okay, so I hope that helps you. Okay. Uh, yes, that's true, it does. They're showing me you with writing as well. Write things down. It's that also helps you slow down, because your mind goes so quickly that your words trip over each other as well. And they're showing me if you get yourself a book, a notebook, and just start writing, it actually slows your thought process down, because you've got to actually slow your handwriting down. Okay. Mm. You're welcome, lovely. I hope that helps you. Okay, now you. Over onto YouTube. Hello, Miranda. Thank you for joining me. Would love guidance around my business, please. Beautiful. Okay. At the moment, I feel like not much is really happening. I just feel like somehow I feel like I'm waiting game. They're just showing me there's been uncertainty in the past. So I'm feeling like that's probably the uncertainty as to which direction to be going in. And I just feel like there's been a bit of time out, or you're currently in a bit of time out to reassess which direction to be going in. But I do see that things are going, oh, okay. Are you bringing somebody else on board, or there's somebody else around you, a masculine energy I'm picking up, but that may not necessarily mean a male, masculine energy. And I feel like that this person has got sound advice that's coming in. So either they're very business, blacks black, whites white, sort of, that can happen with females as well. I know we tend to see things in the grey area, and guys seem to be more black and white. But I feel like that's why I say it's a masculine energy, and I see like they see things black, black, white, white, but very grounded at the same time, and very good with money and with sound advice. So I feel like that this person that's coming in, you need to be listening to. But I do see that there will be moving forward. Okay, they're just showing me last month was not so good. Is that right? Last month, October, or in the last couple of months, it's not been so good. I'm being shown there's going to be a turning around. Okay, they give me 10 again, 10 in terms of moving forward. Again, numbers for me, time frames, 10 weeks. It's not going to be in the next 10 days, 10 weeks. So we're nearly towards, let's say, run towards the end of February. For you, I do see light at the end of the tunnel with that in terms of moving forward monetary-wise. Okay, so I hope that helps you, and thank you for joining me. See if I get some feedback from you, lovely, as well. So those who've just joined, I do encourage you to go on over to my main Facebook page, which is the Psychic Pinup. I am broadcasting live from there as well, as also with YouTube and Spiritual Events Directory. Excuse me, I just made a drink. Okay. Ooh, okay. Danielle, liked and shared. We do get a lot of relationships, don't we? Okay. You're in a relationship. Okay. Sweetheart, you're in a relationship, but they're actually directing me around finances and planning for the future here. So I'm going to ask you, there's been discussions going on in that relationship in terms of structuring with I know you asked me for relationships, but the finances are going hand in hand with this reading. And usually with that, it's showing me that there's an advancement with the relationship, because I do see that there's discussions around finances here. I am going to say the next 2 months there is planning in terms of moving forward with this relationship. But I also say I do get up and down, up and down, up and down, if you understand what I'm saying with that as well. So I'm being shown the next 2 months with you, there's going to be decisions, and I feel like a lot of these decisions are going to be around finances and where you are living as well. Okay, because I get up, down, if you understand what I'm saying with that. And I just get a lot of searching, soul searching as well. And I will say a lot of reflection. That's the word I was looking for, reflection. Okay, so who is doing the finances? Who is planning, putting away finances for the future? Because I see things being planted for future as well. So I'll leave that there. But I do see 2 months, there's changes there, lovely. Okay. Okay. Christine, no, I only sort of like see 6 comments at once, and sometimes it's a bit hard to scroll back, but that's okay. I can go back and look at it later. No biggie. Okay, since the solar eclipse, a lot's been going on spiritually. Yeah, tell me about it. I hear you there. Haven't been putting myself on socials a lot. I'm a psychic medium also. Yep, this is where you have to actually protect your energy as well. But you already know that as a medium, you need to protect your energy as well. But there's somebody around you that's coming in. It's probably that's why I said listen to that person. They're either a mentor or somebody who grounds you. Okay, because I kept using the word grounding, and very sound advice. And I feel like that they need to bring you back down, if that makes sense. So, okay, male energy. Yep. So you get what I'm saying. Okay. How do we have the pleasure of your life? I do twice a day on Tuesdays, Vanita. I've started doing it's gone 1:30 p.m. our time. So I go live at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then again at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Okay, Liz. Will everything turn out for me in the end, please? It's a very ambiguous question, love, because I'm always going to say everything turns out the way it's meant to turn out, and we are where we are meant to be right now. Okay, and it's also like people when they ask me, am I on the right path? And that's why I always say, yes, we are, because there's lessons that we need to be learning along the way. Now, if you're finding that you are going through situations after situation, not so nice things, or understand that there are lessons to be learned in life, and these are lessons that you've chosen to learn during this lifetime before you come to this earth as well. And so just take all this on board. If you find that you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results and it's not happening, possibly it could be the universe's way of gently trying to nudge you onto a different path as well. But I'm always going to say, yes, everything will always turn out for you. It's the way it's meant to turn out. Okay, but it's a little bit ambiguous, that question. Okay, so Danielle, thank you so much. Okay, again, I sort of like read and I forget a lot of things, so you're welcome. Okay, where else have we got? Things will turn out okay, lovely. Okay, things will turn out. I just also have to bring up, it's something like, okay, I get, I don't know if March means anything to you. It's I just get you being in the process, like there's planning going on, and I still feel like there's other information that needs to come to light, if that makes sense, before making a move. There's actually showing me a chessboard as well. And okay, so we all know that chess is all about strategy. And I just feel like you need to be exploring that as well. Okay. I feel like, again, there's something here I need to explore that I feel like you don't have all the information. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you. Okay, you're waiting to move as well. Yeah, that'll happen. It will happen for you. Here we go, Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Everyone have a lovely evening, a wonderful Thanksgiving. Much love from Kentucky. Okay. Okay, you're welcome, Liz. Okay. Leanne. Hello, Leanne. That's a cheeky picture. Do you see my 2 grandchildren coming to live with me, please, or any changes in the near future? Okay, I see there's a delay or there's something here, there's a block that's happening that's preventing this from happening. Now, is this because of a distance or is it family dynamics? Okay, what is it with the offer? I keep hearing the word offer. There's something here. I'm seeing money, offer. I feel like there's a block there. That's the only way I can describe that. Now, what is the September around you? I feel like around September's quite significant with this, and that's why I keep saying I feel like there is a blockage here. There's something that's preventing a moving forward. And I am going to say, look, the answer to your question is yes, I do see it, but I just see that there's a few little hiccups along the way. I still also feel December, there'll either be some communication or something in the mix here where I feel like you'll get a bit more of an indicator of where we are going with this. Okay, so you're saying family dynamics. Yep, okay. It's to do, right, they're showing me money. I have to run with this, honey, because they're showing me coins crossing palms here. So, family dynamics. I don't feel like it's to do with you. I feel like it's to do with the other, the mum or the father in question here, to do with money. Okay, it may be something completely different and it's their issue that's going on here. But just to give you a little bit of a window of what's going on in that relationship as well. Okay, it's saying 6 months. There's a moving on in about 6 months or June. I mean, we're pretty much close to the end of the year now, so June, around about then as well. Okay, so I hope that helps you, lovely. Okay, who else have we got here? Yeah, I think you'll find that's to do with them, not you. Okay, Zena, hello. Thank you for joining me. Can I ask if my purpose is a spiritual path? This is like when people always ask me, can you tell me what my purpose is in life? And I always come back and I'll say, your purpose is what you're good at. So if this is something that you are passionate about, and if this is something that you are good at, I will say, yes, this is your purpose. Because I always say to people, we tend to be very good at things that we love to do and things that we are passionate about. So if that's what you find that you are drawn to, I will say, yes, this is one of your purposes. I firmly believe we have many purposes in life. Now, for me, it's my purpose is, to be a mother as well. We can't rule this out. Mothers, fathers. Our purpose is also to be teachers, and I don't mean that as in terms of a profession, but to teach others and to guide our children as well. And for me, also, my purpose is to bring healing with my words as a psychic medium. So if you find that that is what you are passionate about and you're drawn to, I will say, yes, that is your purpose. Okay, yes, my daughter is into some money, which I feel might be troublesome for her. Okay, so that's what I say. I will always stay true to what I'm being shown with spirit, and it's not for me to understand. And I always say to my sitter when people do have readings with me to just take on board everything that I say, because it's not for me to understand. And a lot of the times, more often than not, my sitter will understand it, or the penny will drop later on, or they're just not privy to that information yet and it will come later on. But I had to explore that and bring that up because I feel like it's a bit of an issue. Okay, so I hope that gives you some clarification there, Leanne. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, okay. All right, well, I did say December, something around December with that as well. And then there's, I said that December, there was hanging around till December. And then I feel like again around June, there's a moving on as well. So thank you for that feedback. So it's very hard when we do these live feeds, because when I have a sitter with me, we get talk back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And here I just have to rely on everything that I get and not get any feedback and just pass on what I'm getting. Okay, Anne, thank you for joining me. Any guidance on my friendship with the male friend? I don't know. I don't know if he wants to stay friends. Okay. They're saying go with your gut, because you know that there's more to this, and you know that something's not sitting right with you, honey, and that's why you're on here asking me. Um, I'm going to say at the moment, sweetheart, I'm not seeing it. And now that's not to say it's not going to happen in the future. I always say we have free will as human beings, and this is your timeline at the moment. I'm not seeing it, but I'm also dealing with his timeline as well. And they're always interweaving back, forth, back, forth. I'm going to say at the moment, I'm not seeing it. But it could happen later on down the track. There's something here in the mix. Okay. Either he's not being honest with his feelings for you, or there's something else in the mix here. I have to explore that. It's just tread carefully, sweetheart. I feel like you need to get more information, or I feel like you need to just straight out ask him, do you want to be more than friends? Okay, now this is a fine line with males and females, because us as females, we feel into things more. And if you were watching what I was saying before, guys seems to be black and white. We're very grey, and we feel with our emotion. We're very emotional. We feel things where then black's black, white's white. I feel like in this case, you need to just straight out ask, because you will get your answer there. Okay, and I just feel like you're a little bit scared to ask. Okay, but you definitely want something more. I'm not seeing them with it at this stage. I'm sorry. Okay, may change later on, but not today. I'm not seeing. I'm sorry, honey. You're welcome, lovely. This makes me thirsty. You're welcome, lovely. I know it hurts to hear things like that, but sometimes if we just rip band-aids off, and it helps us move on as well. At least you know where you sit with this person. Liz, so are you in the UK? Is that, it's about this time zone, isn't it, for Europe, for the UK? But thank you for joining me. I'll be back the same time next week. London, thought so. It's been many years since I've been to London. Okay, Kim, hello, lovely. How are you? You having trouble swallowing at the moment, sweetheart? Somebody around you's having something sore throat, trouble swallowing. It's like I feel like I feel like my appetite's gone, which could very well be to do with you and what's going on around family. I am picking up uncertainty around this here. Now, is this to do around a house, a home? Because I feel like there is something here about uncertainty around the home front. That's the only way I can describe that. And I do see ideas, toying with ideas. Do we, don't we? I feel like I need to throw all of that in the mix there as well. And I'm just being shown that there is something to do around money as well. I just see the putting away of more money, or hanging on to more assets and money. And I need to be exploring that with you as well. There is going to be, I want to say, I feel like there is somebody that's going to be coming into the mix here with suggestions for you in terms of moving forward. It's the only way I can describe this. And again, they're loving February with me today, or 2 months. 2. I'm picking up the number 2. So, I mean, again, I'm going to say February because we're pretty much at the end of the year now. I do see there's somebody coming into the mix with suggestions, and I do see a planning in terms of moving forward. Okay. Now, they're showing me also, do we have health issues going on in family as well? Because I feel like there's something to do with that as well. But I'm looking at the here and the now in terms of brick and mortar, if that makes sense. That's the only way I can describe that. But I do see it, and I feel like it's after Christmas. Okay, I'll leave that there for you, lovely. Okay, who else have we got? Okay, I do ask if you've just jumped on to like and share the live feed. And if you haven't already done so, I'm also streaming from my main page, which is the Psychic Pinup. If you are on the Spiritual Events directory, I do encourage you to go over to the Psychic Pinup page, and I do see a lot more comments on there. I will also be streaming live again this evening at 8 p.m, which is approximately 6 hours from now. It will not be on Spiritual Events. I will be on the Psychic Pinup page in 6 hours' time doing live feed again. That's why I encourage you to go over to that page and like the page so you do see when I am live. So, Kim, yep, son's appetite has diminished since COVID, and I understand about the house. So, is that the question that you're asking? Is that what you're getting? That's what you're wanting me to answer? Because that was the energy that I was picking up. Okay. There's something to do here with the problem with swallowing as well. And I just feel like it's to do, that's why I said, was that you? So that's your son. Okay. Okay. Shakti, is that how I pronounce that? I do apologise if it's incorrect. Future love readings, please. Oh, honey, 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 you've got such high hopes. And I mean that in a good way. You see the good in so many people. And I feel like people have let you down in the past as well. Now, I get that you are after a loving relationship, and you do deserve that. And I just see that there's still this searching going on as well. And again, I'm going to say here, there's something in the mix here around about March, or 3 months, or March. Now, I also have to explore with you the possibility of travel connected with this, travel distance, or something of that nature. So I feel like that you're going to be doing a travel and meeting, and it's something along that lines there. And I do see that there is going to be you overthinking if this is the right thing. Should you not do it? And this is what I'm going to say to you: take the leap, honey, and throw a few risks, or caution into the wind here. I'm being shown you do always err on the side of safety, and you always do take the safety option, if that makes sense. But I feel like in here you've got to throw a little bit of caution to the wind, because I feel like this person is from a distance, if that makes sense. Okay, so I hope that helps you. I will leave that there. Thank you for joining me. Okay, where are we? Yep. Yes, correct. Very, very true. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. So you understand the travel that's coming up. Okay. You need to do this, honey. Okay. I think that's where you'll find it. Okay. And I'll leave that there, sweetheart. Light and love to you too, beautiful. Okay. So I'm actually coming up to 2 p.m. I might wrap it up there. I will be back online this evening, 8 p.m. Sydney time. So wherever you are in the world, it's 6 hours from now. If you would like to join me again this evening, 6 hours from now, I'll only be streaming to the Psychic Pinup page and also to YouTube if you do have problems with Facebook. But I will be, that's why I encourage people to go over to the Psychic Pinup and like the page so you know when I will be going live. So what are you saying here, Shakti? So most definitely, thank you. You're welcome, honey. Appreciate, yes, any travel opportunity. You described me accurately as well. Yeah, thank you for that. No, it's just the energy that I get. It's the information that I do get from spirit. And that's what I say to people. What I get, I will give to you. And it's not for me to understand. And even if sometimes things are not so nice, and I have to deliver it to people. And I'm just the messenger. That's my job, and I heal, and I heal with words. So I do thank you all for joining me this afternoon, this evening, this morning, wherever you are in the world. As I said, I will be back again tonight in 6 hours' time on the Psychic Pinup page. If you join me then again, great. I look forward to seeing you. If not, I will see you again next week, same time on the Spiritual Events Directory or again on the Psychic Pinup page. So thank you everybody for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon. Bye-bye.